शुक्लाम्बरधरं विष्णुं शशिवर्णं चतुर्भुजं प्रसन्नवदनं ध्यायेत् सर्वविघ्नोपशान्तये सरस्वति नमस्तुभ्यं वरदे कामरूपिणि विद्यारम्भं करिष्यामि सिद्धिर्भवतु मे सदा गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णु गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः गुरुः साक्षात् परब्रह्म तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः. Okay, now Kurmanatha Swami temple is in Sri Kurmam, Andhra Pradesh. Here it is one of those rare temples where Lord Kurma is worshipped, and here it is you can say, I think we had discussed about this in detail. You have live tortoises, that is real tortoises that are worshipped in this temple, and they are kept. So that is the significance. Wherein again it shows that it's not just as we were just now discussing about idol worship. It's not that only the Lord is worshipped inside the temple. Even the same amount of respect is given even for real tortoises, and one of those rare temples which has been built in praise of avatars of the Lord, incarnations of the Lord. So this is Kurmanatha Swami temple. We had already seen this last time. Those who missed out, listen to the audios. Next is we have Lakshmi Narasimha temple, Penna, Ahobila. So this is located in the district of Anantapur, Andhra Pradesh. Here in this, now the significance is, as you can see, Lakshmi and Narasimha are worshipped here, and this again, this is one of those temples which is located, let's not say on a mountain side or so, but with lots of you can say trees around and so. And here the temple, it seems that it was built on a foothill. And here the most the significance of this temple is, you have it's a very popular location for marriages to take place. So I don't know whether till date actually people go and conduct marriages also, but a lot of marriages, this mainly this place is located for marriage ceremonies. So maybe newly married people, or for marriage to take place, or even proper marriages, if this temple is known for that. And in the month of April also, you have the car festival that takes place. So basically, just as we have, it is located on the banks of the river Pennar. This temple, Lakshmi Narasimha temple, that's how it gets the name of Penna Ahobilam. Just as we had seen the first temple Ahobilam, you have the Navanarasimhas. This is somehow related to that. So it is located in the Anantapur district of Andhra Pradesh, and here mainly the Lord is Lakshmi and Narasimha. Let me show you a picture. So this is how the temple looks. To some extent, you have trees around and so on. So this is how the temple looks. So on both sides you have a mountain, and then you have those marriage ceremonies that take place. So it's at the hilltop, you can say. Lakshmi Narasimha temples usually are at the hill, like Ahobilam. So it is quite similar to that. Okay, so a comparatively little small temple, you don't have much to speak about it. Okay, next is we start about talking about the Lakshmi Narasimha temple of Antarvedi. Okay, now I haven't prepared the slide, I think, for this, or it is not showcasing. The last slide that I prepared is Lakshmi Narasimha Swami temple. I could not prepare the remaining slides that are there. So I'm just sharing the list of temples slide on your screen. I will prepare the slide with the location, district, and the picture, and I will share it to you soon. But today, all of you can just bear with me. Yeah, I couldn't find time to make things, so I'll just do that. Okay. So Lakshmi Narasimha temple. Next is one more temple of Antarvedi. It is again located in Andhra Pradesh only. So if you see in Andhra Pradesh, entire Andhra Pradesh, you have lot of temples in praise of Lord Narasimha. Now this temple, once, now what is the background of this temple is, it's got a very beautiful significance. Now basically this Antarvedi, this district, this place is located about, you can say, roughly more than 100 kilometers from Kakinada. The main district is Kakinada district of Andhra Pradesh. And here it is said that in the Krita Yuga, that is in the Satya Yuga, sage Shaunaka and all other sages, they had gone to Naimisharanyam, which is in central India today, and from there they went to this place, it seems. And in their free time, when they had to do a lot of sacrifices and so on, in their free time they used to know about the holy places, the significant places in India. So at that time they got to know about this place called in Antarvedi, about this Lakshmi Narsimha temple. And they actually, what is the story behind this temple? Let's have a look. So once it so happened that sage Vasishta, so Narada, he asks Lord Brahma that you tell us this story. And further, this story, this conversation that takes place between Narada and Brahma, that was conveyed by sage Shaunaka to his other sages. So basically, once it so happened that sage Vasishta, now what Vasishta had done is the Godavari river that flows today is actually, there is a place where you have the mixing of Gautami. So you have two rivers, the Gautami river mixing with Godavari. So sage Vasishta was the person who did this. He tells river Gautami to mingle with, to merge with Godavari. And there it seems that at that particular place where river Gautami meets Godavari, you had once Lord Brahma who had come and he had worshipped. Now, whom had he worshipped there? He actually performed a Rudra Yagam there. That is a sacrifice in place of Lord Rudra, Lord Shiva. Now, why he did this was, now he had committed certain sins against Lord Shankara. That is, he was being a bit proud or so and so on. If you know the popular story, the debate, or you can say the competition between Lord Vishnu and Lord Brahma to find out the tip of the Shivalinga, Shivalinga in the form of a fire. So Brahma, he says he lies. So they had a competition saying that you have to find the end part, the top. Brahma goes to the top, Vishnu goes down. Brahma returns back telling a lie that yes, I saw the tip, but actually it doesn't take place at all. So here what happens is Brahma actually does not see that, and then you have controversy. One second. Uh, which Let me show you at least the photo. One second. So Lord Brahma, he comes to this place and he had this in his mind. So this is how the temple looks, if you can see in my screen. And Antarve. This is the interior of the temple. So Brahma, he comes and he performs a Rudra Yaga. So as the story goes, he lies saying that I've seen the end of the Shivalinga and so on, but actually it doesn't happen. And then he had committed a sin by lying and so on. And Shankara at that time, Lord Shiva, he gives him a curse that no one will worship you. And that's the reason why even till date we don't worship Brahma as such, right? Like the other gods, or you'll not have a temple and so on. So like this, all these curses he gets, and through do prayashchitam for all this, he comes and he performs a Rudra Yaga. And he installs Lord Neelakanteshwara at this place where the river Gautami meets river Godavari. And that is nothing but this place of Antarvedi. So basically, this place was where a lot of sacrifices, a lot of Vedic mantras were being chanted. That's how the place gets a name of Vedic, and then it became Antarvedic or Antarvedi. That's how the name comes. And here, what happens is the son of Hiranyaksha. Another significance of this place is son of the demon Hiranyaksha. His name was Rakta Vilochana. He did penance here for a long period of time. Now, this river, that the place where the river Gautami mingles with Godavari, that came to be known as River Vasishta, because Vasishta was the one who had actually mingled both these rivers. So here, this Rakta Vilochana, this demon, he does penance on the banks of this Vasishta river for about 10,000 years. Lord Shiva is very much pleased and he promises that whatever you ask, I will give it to you. So Rakta Vilochana, he asks that how much ever the number of sand particles that are there. So Rakta Vilochana's boon, what that he asked was, whenever I'm fighting a war, blood drops will fall, right? So the blood drops, when they fall, on each blood drop, you will have sand particles that is there on the battlefield. So that number of Rakshasas should always be, they should always come in the battlefield instead of me. So a very simple example. When now in a war also, when you get injured, you have blood coming up, blood drops will fall on the ground. When those blood drops fall on the ground, on the battlegrounds, obviously you will have sand there. Out of those sand particles, out of each sand particle, a new Rakshasa should come up. So Lord Shankara, now even if you listen to this, it is so confusing, right? So Lord Shankara also was surprised. He says, "What is this? What kind of a boon you are asking, I'm not able to get, and so on. So he says, no, this is the only boon that I want, and you should give me only this. And Shankara says, okay, anyways, you have done a lot of penance, so I will give it to you. And automatically, because he got this boon, he started harassing everyone, the saints, gods, cows. And here, what happened is, this was a time wherein said Vishwamitra and Vasishtha, they had problems between themselves. So at this time, Vishwamitra, he found an opportunity to take revenge against Vasishtha, and he provoked Rakta Vilochana. He says that you kill Vasishtha's 100 sons. The demon did this, and because of this, Vasishtha had a very huge loss, right? Vasishtha and his wife Arundhati, almost 100 sons are being killed. So it seems that Vasishtha's wife, she kept on weeping, it seems. And now, at that time, what happened is Vasishtha was not there at the hermitage. So he came to know through his yogic powers that he had lost his sons, his wife was weeping a lot. So he returns back to his ashrama and he prays for Lord Narasimha's grace. Now, what was the prayer? Prahlada Varadam Vishnum Nrsimham Parataivatam Sharanam Sarvalokanam Aparanarthi Nivaranam. So this is one prayer that he chants. And here Lord Narasimha, along with goddess Mahalakshmi, she comes to save his devotees, seats on a Garuda Vahana, and they appeared before Vasishtha. Vasishtha, he keeps singing the glories of Narasimha, and then he tells the arrogance of the demon and so on, and how he had killed his sons. And at that time, what happened is you he tells Lord Narasimha that you please find the demon. Lord Narasimha, he blows his Panchajanya, the conch, and he invites the demon to war. Rakta Vilochana, he hears this, he shoots all types of weapons and so on. Bloodshed took place, the soil particles they turned into blood, turned into demons. And thus what happened is it seems that the demons, all the newly generated demons, they also started fighting, and one after another the Lord Narasimha, he destroyed all of them with his Sudarshana Chakra. And like this, there were different things that took place, and a very tough fight took place. Finally, Lord Narasimha, he killed the demon and all, killed demon Rakta Vilochana, all other demons with his chakra. And what at this time, what happened is now there was so much of blood that was flowing that water, it became almost like a river. It was called as Raktakulya. Raktakulya's reddish river. And here the place where the Lord, after killing his demons, also after killing the demons, he washed his Chakrayuda, that is Sudarshana Chakra. That place became popular as Chakratirtha. And here at this Antarvedi temple, you also have the Chakratirtha. And Vasishtha, at that time, he was very happy that the demon has been killed. And he says that you live in my ashrama only, the river. So Vasishtha and Arundhati said to have an ashrama near this place of Antarvedi. So here, at the time, he invites, saying that you please stay here only nearby. The Lord also is very much happy and he was very pleased. He agrees and he says, okay, I will live here. So sage Vasishtha on a very auspicious day, he erects, that is, he places an idol of Lord Narasimha at this Antarvedi, and it is said that all the prayers that are made to this Lord will be fulfilled and so on. And like this, now this was the story or the significance, how Lord Narasimha, he manifested himself in Antarvedi, how he was established, how his shrine and a temple was built by Narasimha and so on, by Vasishtha and so on. Now this in detail story was later told by Shaunaka and to all the other sages. And here, so this is the significance of this place. And even till date, you have Lord Narasimha who has done a lot of miracles to the local people and so on. So basically now if you see as per Kali Yuga, that is in the beginning of Kali Yuga, the Santarvedi was a very desolate place, also like almost a jungle forest area, not much many people could uh, access and so on. But finally today, even in the Kali Yuga also, it seems that many people have got divine experiences, and not too much getting into that, but many people have got a lot of experiences. It is said to be a very very auspicious place. Just to show you a picture of Lord Narsimha. One second. This is the Lord there. Picture is small, but you can see if you want. Yeah. This is Lord Narasimha of Antarvedi. So then there are a lot of. Oh, sorry. I think this now you can see it. Can you see the Lord's picture here? Yeah. Yeah. So here you have the picture of Lord Narasimha who manifests himself, and this is the significance of this. place Antarvedi, where Lord Vasishta himself has put in efforts to consecrate the temple of Lord Narasimha, how he bought him, how Rakta Vilochana was killed, and so on. Now, here what happens is there are certain ways in which you can travel to this place of Antarvedi. It seems that because it has got the Vasishta river, water body all around, you have proper boats or small, you can say like ferries also that drop you there. And so through a certain place that is called Sakhinetipalli, from there till there you have a ferry. From there again you have to go by road and so on. So like this, this place is not much accessible because it has water bodies all around. And here the main festival that is celebrated is you have the Venkateshwara Swami Kalyanotsava that is celebrated, you have the Narasimha Jayanti that is celebrated, and you also have the Kalyana Mahotsava that is there. So these are the main festivals of this temple. Okay, could everyone follow? Yes. Yes. So you see the temple as such, it is like we don't know it much, right? But still it's got a lot of significance. A small temple, but here, like most of us, I don't think anyone it's quite popular or any one of us would have visited. But it has also got a very beautiful story behind it. Okay. Next is we look at one more temple of Lord Narasimha of Mangalagi. Now, the significance of this temple. Now, here this temple is said to be one of the eight holy places in praise of Lord Vishnu, as per Vaishnavite tradition. This is what is said, and it is also one of the eight Mahakshetra Narasimhas in India. Out of the different shrines for Narasimha, this is said to be one of the Mahakshetras. It's situated on the auspicious hill in Mangalagiri, and it's a part of Guntur district of Andhra Pradesh. And here actually there are it's a series of three temples. So one at the bottom is this temple. Then this temple of Lakshmi Narasimha temple of Mangalagiri. Then you have the Panakala or Panakala, whatever you call it, Narasimha temple, and another is Gandhala Narasimha. So like at the top of the hill it is Gandhala. So like this you have three temples that are there. And this temple it seems that it has one of the highest gopurams in Dakshina Bharata. And like if I have to show you a picture of the gopuram, you can see a very very tall gopuram, one of the highest, or you can say tallest gopurams of Dakshina Bharata, a very unique style of architecture how this gopuram has been constructed. Yeah. And here, so basically, Mangalagiri or this hill itself is very, very auspicious. That's the auspicious hill. It is known in easy terms as Mangalagiri. Now, here, now the history of this temple is this temple. It is believed that it has been founded by Yudhishthira, the eldest of the Pancha Pandavas. It is believed that Yudhishthira had founded this temple, and this temple's recording is there in the Brahmavaivarta Purana. So, few of us we are learning that. Let's see if this reference comes. It is one of the oldest religious structures in Bharatadesha, and a lot of contributions have been done by the Vijayanagara rulers. And it seems that the popular king Krishnadevaraya of the Vijayanagara Empire, it is said that he has visited this temple. In certain inscriptions also, we have the mention of this. And the gopuram that we just now saw, it is a 11-story gopuram. So just imagine how huge it will be. And of course, later it was built by Zamindar also, I think Venkatadri Naidu, Vasireddy Venkatadri Naidu. Just telling you the names. If you want, you note it. Otherwise, it's fine. You have the audio anyway. So he was a great devotee of Narasimha who has contributed or who has actually built this 11-story Gopuram. So mainly this temple was founded by Yudhishthira, the eldest of the Pandava brothers, and he has done a lot of worship here. As usual, the main festivals that are celebrated in this temple will be Lord Narasimha Jayanti and all the other Vaishnavite, like the Ekadashi Puja and so on, the major festivals in praise of Lord Vishnu, that is also celebrated here. So this is Lakshmi Narayana Swami temple of Mangalagiri. Next is you have the famous temple Sri Shaile Mallikarjuna, the Jyotirlinga that comes. Mallikarjuna temple, Sri Shaile. Let's have a look. So as you know, the famous Jyotirlinga, it is also one of the 18 Shakti Peethas. Okay. Now, It is the second Jyotirlinga. Saurashtre Somanathancha Srishaile Mallikarjuna. Now, this temple, it is popularly known as the Sri Shailam temple or the Brahmaramba Mallikarjuna temple. Few of us have learned the Brahmarambika Ashtakam, Brahmaramba Ashtakam, right? It is composed by Adi Shankaracharya in praise of goddess Brahmarambika or Brahmaramba, who is the consort of Mallikarjuna. So, it is a temple dedicated to both the deities Shiva as well as Parvati. It is located in Sri Shailam in the state of Andhra Pradesh. And here, basically, it is one of those temples wherein you have a Jyotirlinga as well as one of the 18 Shakti Pitas. So you have both Shaivism and Shaktism prevalent here. And here, Shiva is worshipped as Mallikarjuna. You have the Shivalinga. Consort is Parvati, who is known as Brahmaramba or Brahmarambika. You have one more Brahmaramba Ashtakam composed by sage Durvasa. And I think in Telugu languages also you have a stotra in praise of Brahmarambika. So there are a lot of compositions also. What is the story behind this is once it so happened that Shiva and Parvati did decided that let us find suitable brides for our sons, both Ganesha as well as Kartikeya. So both of them were on a mission, Shiva and Parvati. So Shiva he got buddhi intellect, siddhi, a lot of spiritual power, and riddhi prosperity. So siddhi, buddhi, siddhi, riddhi. Said I've got three, let me marry all these three to Ganesha. And at this time, what happened is Kartikeya, he was out somewhere, and when he comes, he says, three brides have been found, and all the three have been married to my brother Ganesha. What about me? He gets very angry on saying this, and he rushes, and he goes on his mount, on the Krauncha, on the Mayura, on the peacock. He goes and he sits in Payani. That's how in Payani, if you go even till date, Lord Kartikeya is worshipped in the form of Kumara Brahmachari. And Lord Shiva, as usually, goes behind him to pacify him, to cool him down, saying that no, we'll find a bride for you, and so on. He tries to move to another place. When he says Shiva following him, Kartikeya decides to move to another place. But on the request of all the other gods also, he doesn't move about much. He stays there only. So here, what happens is uh, slowly here in Sri Shailam, what happens, and later, of course, you have in South India or in certain significance, you have deity how Valli and Devasena, they are married to Kartikeya. That is another reference. But as per in Payani, you have Lord Muruga as a Kumara Brahmachari. So this place where Shiva and Parvati have actually stayed, that came to be known as Shri Shailam. Sri Shailam. And it seems that the Shivalinga that was there in Mallikarjuna, sorry, in Sri Shaila, that was worshipped by jasmine, that is Malli flowers or Mallika as we call in Telugu. That's how the Lord gets the name as Mallikarjuna. Mahashivratri is the main festival that is celebrated here. Here, if you talk about the history and architecture, you have lot of contributions made by the Satvahana kings and the Harihara kings of the Vijayanagara Empire. And architecture, if you see, I told you main four gopurams. You have a lot of shrines, mainly of Mallikarjuna and Brahmarambika. A lot of halls that are there. Then you have there is a Sahasralinga, thousand lingas, and that is believed to have been made by Rama himself. There are five other lingas to be made by the Pandavas, and like this, there are a lot of significance with regards to this temple. Then on the way to the main temple, that is the main Sri Shailam temple, it is believed that there is another temple called the Shikhareshwaram temple. And here it says that here, if a darshana is got, is here if one visits this temple and takes darshana, one does not get rebirth. That is, one will be free from rebirth. That is the significance of this temple. Here the river Krishna flows, and here the Krishna river is known as Patala Ganga. And Patala, so obviously it's going to be down in Patala. So it is believed that one has to go 852 steps, it seems, more than 850 steps down to actually witness this river. And there the Shivalinga is bathed with the water of this river. Has anyone visited this place or no? Anyone gone to No. Okay. So next time when you go to all such places, you can actually go and visit and see if such things are still there. Mostly everything is still maintained till date. And here, as per the story goes, Fight is one of the Jyotirlinga. So Jyotirlinga is where Lord Shiva appears as a very fiery form of light. There are believed to be 64 Jyotirlingas, and all 12 are considered to be very, very auspicious. So one of that is in this Sri Shailam. And you also have different Shakti Pitas. The Shakti Pita Mallikarjuna Brahmarambika is one of the 18 Shakti Pitas. How Shakti Pitas are there? After the famous, you have the Daksha sacrifice that takes place, so cutting off Sati's body in different parts. So here it seems that Sati's upper lip that is there, that has fallen in this place of Sri Shailam. That's how uh, Brahmarambika, this goddess, is worshipped here. And here you also have, along with Mahashivratri, you have the festival of Navaratri and Dasera that is celebrated. And here, so here if you come, you complete one of the Shakti Pitas as well as the Jyotirlingas. So this is the significance of this place, Sri Shaile Mallikarjunam. Let me show you a picture. So this is the golden Gopuram. Of course, it is one of the Jyotirlingas. So obviously, you will have a lot of developments even made in recent times. So this is just a temper map that shows. This is mainly the Gopuram that you can see. Okay. Next is you have the temple of Mantralayam. Mantralayam, anyone has visited? Mantralayam? Yeah. So Mantralayam, as all of you know, it is mainly in place of Lord Raghavendra. So yeah. So few of us you might be knowing about Raghavendra. So Mantralayam basically is a very peaceful village, or you can say on the banks of the Tungabhadra. You have Raghavendra Swami who lived here in the 17th century, it is believed, and it is believed you have the main Raghavendra Matha here. And a lot of beliefs people have actually visited. Uh, People have a lot of beliefs. You have the Raghavendra Mathas in different parts of Bharata also. The main is located in Mantralayam, and especially on a Thursday also, it is very, very auspicious to visit this place on the banks of this river. It is a very, you can say, a very peaceful place, and you have a lot of, you can say, just as we, the place is well maintained, so that is also another significance. And it's basically a small village. On the main district is Kurnool district on the banks of the Tungabhadra river. So it is almost on the borders of, I think, I suppose, on the Karnataka Andhra Pradesh border, so it's almost close to the borders. So you have a lot of shrines in, I'll show you this picture, Sri Raghavendra. This is how the shrine looks of Raghavendra. You would have come across many places. This is the Raghavendra Aradhana Day, how you have people flocking to this place. And here you have mainly Rama, who's worshipped in three forms, Jaya Rama, Moola Rama, and Digvijaya Rama. So mainly Rama is worshipped in this form. So in the main matha, along with Raghavendra, you have Sandhis for Rama in the form of Jaya, Moola, and Digvijay. Okay. Next. Mantralayam, one more significance if you see. This place is again located in a, it's a very peaceful place, so you can go and stay there, and you have a very famous pilgrim center, just as we have all other religious places. Here you also have a matha, you have temples, you can do a lot of seva, and I think you have Annadana seva and so on also at this temple. So that is the significance of this place, Mantralayam. So just to tell you a little about Raghavendra Swami, I assume all of you might be knowing, but still, just to get an idea. Now, Raghavendra Swami was one of those uh, holy saints, or Raghavendra Tirtha also we call him. And he basically he is known for his commentaries and so on as per the Madhva philosophy, so Madhvacharya philosophy. And he used to play the veena also, and he has mainly composed a lot of songs in praise of Lord Krishna in the form of Venugopala. So that's now people who know little music, you might be aware that lot of kritis are composed by Lord Raghavendra. Now, basically, he was born in a Madhva family in Tamil Nadu, and that too, the child was born after getting a lot of blessings from Lord Venkateshwara. So, his parents they worshipped Lord Venkateshwara, and it is believed that Raghavendra's great grandfather he was a guru. He was a tutor to Krishna Devaraya, the Vijayanagara Empire king. And so basically, it was an entire family of scholars, musicians, teachers, and so on. And here, at that time, what happened is Raghavendra Tirtha, he also was born, and later he became the Peethadipati of a particular matha. It was initially called the Kumbakonam Matha. I think today it is known by the today the same is known by the Mantralaya Raghavendra Swami Matha. So initially it was called the Kumbakonam Matha. Then it came to be known as the Vijayendra Matha, Dakshinadi Matha, and today it is the Mantralaya Matha. And here it is believed that initially he lived in Kumbakonam, he went to Rameshwaram, Srirangam, Mathura, and so on. Then slowly he started moving towards Udupi, Subramanyam, Pandarpur, Kolhapur, and it is said that there he has in Kolhapur also he lived there for a long time, and then he returned back to Kumbakonam, and finally he left for Mysore also, and he settled himself in Mantralaya. So there are a lot of works that are attributed in to Raghavendra Swami, mainly on the philosophy of Dvaita. So Advaita, Dvaita, Vishishtadvaita. So because he was a follower or he followed Madhvacharya's philosophies, he writes a lot about Dvaita, that too in easy terms. I think the most popular book of Raghavendra Swami is Tantra Deepika. So basically, from the Dvaita point of view, you have the Brahma Sutras that are explained. And so, like this, there are different Purva Mimamsa and so on, Vyakarana, that were his fields of expertise. And here, there are a lot of other people also, like a few acharyas. Like, for example, one name is Narayana Acharya, who has talked a lot about Raghavendra Swami in his works. So, that's how we have today's Matha in praise of this great saint Raghavendra Tirtha. And even till date, he is mainly known for his works on Dvaita philosophy. Advaita, Advaita, meaning there is only one, there is no second. Dvaita is Prakriti Purusha, two concepts. Vishishta Dvaita by Ramanujacharya, saying that both. At times it can be Advaita, it can be Dvaita. So let's not now get into the physical aspects, into the details of this, but this is the simple meaning that has been spoken about. Okay, so today let us stop here about 35-40 minutes. Let's have a look continuously. Let's not speak a lot. So you've seen a few temples. Let us stop here for today. I know you had continuously, even you're listening to me, so few of you not convenient for everyone, so let us stop here for today. We'll meet again next time. Yeah. Namaste. Hari Om. Dhanyavadaha.